Have you ever felt your chest tighten for no clear reason, as if your heart is sounding an alarm that you cannot turn off? As if every breath carries a warning that something might break at any moment? That is anxiety knocking at your door, begging for attention. Stay with me now. Do not click away, because what you are feeling is not a flaw, but a doorway to deeper strength. In these next moments, you will learn how to meet that fear like a friend instead of an enemy, how to sit with the storm rather than flee from it, and how ancient minds found calm even when the world around them cracked. You will hear words that speak to your soul, simple truths that shine a light in darkness. Let them wash over you, settle in your mind, and change how you see yourself and your life. The peace you seek is not far away. It is here, ready to be claimed.
Imagine standing on a rough path with stones underfoot, each step whispering worry. The Stoics called this life a winding trail full of unknown turns, yet they walked it with steady hearts because they learned to watch their thoughts without becoming prisoners to them. When you feel the rush of fear, notice it. Do not fight it as if it were a greater enemy. Greet it as a teacher bringing news. Ask, what story am I telling myself right now? Is this fear a true signal or a shadow cast by my mind's habit of expecting the worst? Epictetus taught that events themselves do not disturb us. Our view of them does. So when your mind races ahead into danger, pause. Breathe as if you were nodding to your own pain. I see you. I hear you. I do not have to obey you blindly. In that space, power grows. Next, learn the ancient art of focusing only on what you can hold in your hands. Every worry about tomorrow, every wish to control others, every attempt to force outcomes beyond your reach steals peace. Marcus Aurelius, ruling an empire, faced wars and betrayal, yet wrote that your power lies in your own judgments and actions, not in what fate sends. Ask yourself, is this fear pointing to something I can change? If yes, act with calm resolve. If no, let it go like water flowing past a fallen leaf. Picture a river. You cannot change its course, but you can choose where to sit by its bank. Do not spend energy screaming at the current. Instead, use your strength to plant roots of acceptance deep in the soil of your mind. As an African saying goes, you cannot stop birds of worry from circling, but you can refuse them a place to perch. Here lies freedom. Beyond insight, train your mind as if it were a muscle craving exercise. The Stoics practiced negative visualization. They imagined loss, not to live in fear forever, but to appreciate the present and prepare without panic. Think of that for a moment. Picture a day without the comforts you hold dear, a friendship lost, a goal slipping away. Feel the pang, then look up and see the life you still have. That practice shrinks fear's power because you learn that you can survive more than you thought. Pair this with small acts of voluntary discomfort. Take a brisk walk in wind when you want warmth. Skip a treat you crave, or wake before the sun to sit in silence. These choices are not punishment, but messages. I can stand challenge. I can face uncertainty. Each time you prove this, anxiety loses a bit of its claim on you. In the quiet moments when thoughts swirl like leaves in a storm, return to the breath as your anchor. Watch each inhale as if it were a promise. Life continues. Watch each exhale as if it were a release. Troubles flow out. This simple act roots you in now, and anxiety can only live in what might be, not in what is. Practice stillness daily. Sit with yourself without distraction. At first, your mind will protest, chasing memories, planning, fearing. Greet those thoughts kindly and let them drift away like clouds. Over time, you discover that beneath the noise lies a still center that no storm can shatter. A Chinese saying reminds, tension is who you think you should be. Relaxation is who you are. Return to your true self again and again through breath. Accept that being human means feeling fear, doubt, and even failure. Anxiety does not mark you as weak, it marks you as alive, as someone who cares. The Japanese art of kintsugi sees beauty in mended cracks. You too can see strength in your scars. When worry strikes, do not hide. Talk with a friend. Write in a journal. Let your heart speak its burden aloud. Bringing darkness into light dissolves its power. Remember Seneca's teaching. Suffering loses its grip when foreseen and faced. Each time you share your struggle, you weave a connection that reminds you that you are not alone. Others carry similar shadows. In honest sharing, roots of compassion grow deep, and anxiety finds less fertile ground. Let gratitude be a lantern in the night. Notice small gifts, a cool breeze on a hot day, a kind word received, a moment of quiet. Write them down, speak them aloud. Gratitude does not erase pain, but it balances the scales so fear does not tip you entirely into night. As you count what remains good, you see that life holds more than threats. This view does not blind you to danger. It shows you resources within and around you to meet challenges. Each grateful thought is a stone you place in your pocket, weight that steadies you when worry blows. Build a habit of reflection each evening. Ask, what worried me today? How did I respond? What can I learn? What small victory did I achieve, even if it felt too small at the time? Marcus Aurelius wrote in his journal, not as a show, but as a mirror to his soul. Let your own reflections illuminate patterns where anxiety grows and where peace blooms. Use these insights to guide tomorrow's steps. This practice is not a quick fix, but daily forging of inner armor. Over weeks, you become someone who meets fear with curiosity rather than panic. Someone who sees anxiety as a signal to act wisely, not as a call to collapse. When the world outside rages, news headlines shouting, storms gathering, chaos unfolding, remember that you choose where to place your attention. You may not close your eyes to suffering, but you can decide whether to carry every burden personally. Offer help where you can. Stay informed, but with boundaries, and protect your inner calm as a gift both to yourself and to others. In this way, you become a beacon of steady light in a dark night. When people see you calm amid turmoil, they may ask, how do you stand so firm? Then you can share these Stoic truths gently. Control what you can, accept what you cannot. Train the mind, embrace pain as teacher, and return always to the breath. Now, as we reach the close of these words, you may feel a shift, a subtle lifting of weight in your chest, a small opening where fear once reigned. Let that feeling grow. Keep practicing these steps. Anxiety may return, that is part of life. But each time it appears, greet it with the tools you now hold. Awareness, control, training, acceptance, gratitude, reflection, and breath. You will not become perfect or unfeeling. That is not the goal. The goal is to become unshakable, able to stand when the winds roar, able to act when fear tightens its grip, able to live fully, even amid uncertainty. If this message moved you, share it so others can find calm. If you crave more, return and explore deeper, for the Stoic path is endless learning. Breathe again, steady your heart, and step forward into life with courage born of wisdom. Your journey with anxiety is not a sentence, but a chance to become stronger, kinder, and more alive than ever before.